LSU trailing 17-3 at halftime. Man, that was such a bummer of a way to end the half. Tigers really hung in there. Both teams missing short field goals. You got a great opportunity right there. Get the ball with 2:28 to play in the half. Down 10-3. You're getting the ball to start the second half. 2-minute offense, man. Go milk that clock. Find a way to get some points. Get the ball to start the second half, and I don't know, maybe tie, take the lead, whatever. And you quickly go 3 and out. Nuss misses Xavier, who was open over the middle, as we saw also on the replay, and then boom, 22 seconds. Big 53-yarder to Ryan Williams, or 53-yarder, and then touchdown to Ryan Williams. So Tigers down 17-3. So down 2 touchdowns on the road. Tough place to be. I thought the defense played, considering all things considered. I thought the defense played well. I mean, they gave you a shot. Ramos missed field goal. Woodland PI. Woodland gets torched on the deep ball, but excuse me. I mean, all things considered, like they've run it for Bama's run it for 34 yards, but Simpson threw for 210 in the first half. Shit. That's different. He's Simpson's 12 of 24, 199. They had the double pass where Jeremy Bernard threw the pass for 11 yards. So Simpson 12 of 24, 199. Difference in the game, man. They've got an NFL quarterback, and LSU does not. I've said it for really all this week and for a while. If I'm not a Heisman voter. If I was, Simpson would be my Heisman. I mean, he is playing at a different level with no semblance of a running game. It is all on him, and he's awesome. So they got a great quarterback, and Nuss was 13 of 15 in the first half for 76 yards. So yeah, they really relied on a lot of the short stuff there in the second quarter. First couple of drives were impressive, man. Tigers on their first drive. Looking at it, hang on. Tigers on their first drive, man. 10 plays, shoot up 5.5 minutes. Exactly what they were trying to do, man. Chew up the clock, shorten the game, move the football. They did. Missed the field goal. And then, Bauer Sharp fumbles. Gave them a short field. They make a field goal. Yet another 9-play, 55-yard drive. I mean, you put together a couple long drives, but after that, 3 and out. That's where Bama found their space. So Tigers get the ball starting the second half. We'll see what adjustments they might be able to make. I have not looked at your comments yet, but I'm going to go and assume that all of you want to see Michael Van Buren. If it gets out of hand, they may do that. I don't know if they'll do that to start the third quarter. I mean, you're still in the ball game. I mean, mathematically, you're still in the ball game, 17-3. But if they punt, they punt and Bama scores again to make it a 3-score game, you may see Van Buren. You had the stop on 4th and 1 on Bama's first drive. They took the ball to start the game. You came up with big stuff. They had a 2nd and 2, a 3rd and 1 when Ty Simpson ran it, no gain. 4th and 1, Jam Miller, no gain. You get off the field. I mean, defense started great, man. They started great. You just let it get away from you there on those last couple drives there at the end of the half. So anyway, what else did I have in my notes? Bauer Sharp fumble was killer, man. You stop them, you miss the field goal. You force the 3 and out, and then Bauer Sharp fumbles. I mean, you were in it. Gave them the short field, and they kicked the field goal. So Bauer Sharp's fumble. P.J. Woodland's PI. I mean, shit. Bauer Sharp's fumble led to a field goal for them. P.J. Woodland's PI led to their first touchdown. Can't make mistakes against good teams. So, too bad. Y'all please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all for being there. See if I can read some of y'all's comments. Play calling's better. I'm sure they would run the ball if we sustained offense. I mean, they did early. Looking at the halftime stats right now. So, LSU for the half, 15 pass attempts, 12 rushing attempts. So, I mean, they've tried to maintain balance. There at the end of the half, they went on that last 3 and out in the 2-minute drill. They went pass. Xavier for 2 yards. Caden Durham on the check down lost 3 and then incomplete on the 3 and out. So, unfortunate, man. Those last 2 drives going 3 and out, and you got off balance. So, anyway. Can Blake Baker resign already? I'll tell you what, man. See, the Baker conversation's an interesting one, man, because we were all really optimistic about Baker whenever he came here. They made him the highest paid coordinator in the country. $2.5 million. And you saw progress last year, even though it wasn't great. You look to make more of a change this year, or more progress with all the talent. You look good early, but Achilles heel for this team, man, has been you can't stop running quarterbacks. That's pretty obvious. I mean, with Ole Miss, Vandy, A&M, couldn't stop the running quarterbacks. You've been good defensively against everybody else until tonight, because you're just facing a different level quarterback tonight. And they haven't played badly, except for should I say that? But if this was 10-3 right now, like even if you didn't get points at the end of the half, but if you had managed to chew clock and go into the half 10-3, would feel dramatically different than it does right now. The 2 touchdown deficit on the road with an offense that's not going. Hard to imagine getting out of that. It's interesting, man. You remember 2021, the game. LSU was a 28-point underdog in that game in 2021. And they scored first, then gave up 20 unanswered, so it was 20-7. Then they scored in the third quarter, make it 20-14, and that was it for the scoring. So they had a shot at the end of the game. So if they're going to get back in this, man, the defense is going to have to get stops to give the offense a chance to get going if the offense can get going. So, the truth is, man, like they got a good quarterback and you don't. Ty Simpson's playing at elite level. Garrett Nussmeier is not. So, real disappointing, man, not hitting Xavier on that pass over the middle. He was open. And those are the types of plays last year makes in his sleep. It just hasn't this year. It's been a bizarre, call it a regression. I don't know, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but for Nussmeier this year. So, I know y'all saying, let's see, Van Buren running quarterbacks give Bama trouble. Against Florida State, it did. I mean, when they played Castellanos from Florida State, he torched them. I'm just trying to think of the other running quarterbacks. I mean, Vanderbilt didn't run it exceptionally well against him. They had a couple of big plays. which might be all it takes to get back in this thing. If you can go get points here to start the third quarter and get a stop, you make it interesting. You make it a one-score game, but yeah, someone said change the dimension. If you put Van Buren in the game, you would at least be presenting something to Bama that they haven't seen much of. On film, I mean, from LSU with Van Buren. So, but again, I don't think they'll come out. Excuse me, losing my voice. Sorry, y'all. I don't think they'll come out in the third quarter with Van Buren. But if they come out, punt, give up another score, you could see Van Buren. So, yeah, someone says that got lit. Your trees look awesome. Yeah, so got lit did our back, and they did the front yard too. The front yard looks great. Got my firewood ready. Gonna light the fire pit later. So yeah, got lit did the trees. Anyway, got lit did the trees, and they did our front yard too. It looks awesome. Let's see. Nuss has been hit so much he's off his game. I mean, obviously that's part of it with him. Is he's just gotten the crap kicked out of him all year. But it's what it is, man. Like, regardless of the reason, the point is, I mean, he's the bottom half of the SEC quarterback this year. You know, if it's whatever the torso was in fall camp, lack of a running game, lack of protection, he's gun shy, injured, whatever, all that. Go get Kurt Cignetti. Cignetti just signed an extension at Indiana. What did that say? Can you bet calling timeout on the first drive for LSU? I wish, man. I mean, that's one thing that didn't change. In first offensive snap, you get a false start on 75. And let's see, the timeout. The timeout was before the 3rd and 7, and that's when Nuss scrambled for 1 yard, and then they missed the field goal. So, anyway. Yeah, Golf South said Michael Van Buren is going to be throwing screens too. That's true, probably true. Anyway. All right. Hey, they finally won an opener. How about that? They did. They won an opener, and pretty much the rest of the season has been shit. All right. Who needs a QB? Sorry. All right. I am trying to see. Anything else? Like Dr. John Belushi said in Animal House, my advice to you is to start drinking heavily. I'll probably have a pour during a post-game. We'll fire up a post-game, y'all. Do me a favor, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for being there with us. Anything else? Someone said Kenny Dillingham smoke. Dillingham kind of gave a denial yesterday. Again, he's another guy that's at his alma mater. I think Dillingham would be in that next tier of coach, right? I have a feeling our post game today is going to be nothing but coaching search stuff. But I think if you look at that top tier of Kiffin, Freeman, Lanning, pie in the sky type stuff. If you get one of those, great. If you look at the next tier, I think the question becomes, like, what are you willing to spend on that next tier? Like, people bring up Eli Drinkwitz all the time. He got his ass kicked today. But, like, Drinkwitz is making $9 million at Missouri. You're going to go pay Drinkwitz $11 million? Come on. Buy him out of his Missouri contract and then pay him $11 million here? Jay Guns losing the NFL O-lineman is the story of the season. I'll tell you, man, I think pretty obviously LSU went and spent too much money on skill guys and should have bought more linemen. Nick Anderson, Berrien Brown, Bauer Sharp. You went and spent in the portal on skill guys. You probably should have gone and gotten more linemen, obviously. Wait, someone said anyone blaming the O-line is a lazy take. That's, bro, like, how can you look at this offensive line this year? I mean, I'm not saying this game, but, like, this year. Come on, man. Like, this has been an atrocious offensive line. I mean, come on. And the whole they couldn't run the ball last year, again, we've talked about that ad nauseum. It's not that they couldn't, it's that they didn't. Like, when you were at the literally last in the SEC in rushing attempts, you're not even trying to run the football. So, anyway. Someone said, is that Austin Thomas's fault? It's an interesting question. Like, we all give Austin a lot of praise for being great at what he does and everything, but yeah, I mean, of course he deserves blame. He's the GM who had a big hand in how they distributed the funds on this roster, and yeah. I guess I don't think anybody is without blame. I mean, this was a roster where you had a veteran quarterback returning, you had an all-in approach in the portal, you built a really good roster, like a talented roster, I should say, and you're going to lose tonight, and you'll be 5-4, and you're not going to be favored at Oklahoma. I mean, there's a real chance you're going to end up 7-5. And so everybody deserves blame. Brian Kelly, Joe Sloan, Brad Davis, Austin Thomas, all of them. Nussmeier, they all deserve blame. So, yeah, blame who you want. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. You want to blame somebody, blame them. You're right. Everybody deserves blame. So, all right. Look at the Tigers and go here, get some points, start the third quarter, make a game of this thing in the second half. Here's hoping. Either way, we'll be here post-game. So, I'll look forward to seeing y'all on post-game right here. So, we will see you then. Go Tigers.